If you own a property and have a second mortgage on it, and if you want to keep this property and get rid of the second loan, attorney Shah Peerally can help. Call 510-742-5887. Due to the uncertain economy, many people have settled their debts for a fraction of its value. It's recommended to use an experienced lawyer to deal with it. Shah Peerally is an experienced debt settlement attorney and has handled hundreds of such cases successfully. There are no upfront fees for debt settlement. Only when you win, you pay. Call Shah Peerally, attorney at law, at 510-742-5887 or visit yourdebtsettlementattorney.com for a free assessment. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is established by this ad. The law does not guarantee success. Call 510-742-5887.
The Shah Peerally Law Group and IMI Law Help, Inc. are proud to announce the release of the Immigration Law Podcast on iTunes, Google Play, TuneIn, and other renowned podcast channels. Immigration Law Podcast was designed to provide the audience with information on various U.S. immigration issues. The podcasts are unique because they are presented by the prominent attorney, Shah Peerally, covering topics such as B1, B2 visas, visitor and business visas, H-1B visas, L-1 visas, O visas, EB-1 visas, student visas, perm labor certifications, national interest waivers, NIW, green cards, and citizenship. Although educational in nature, the podcasts provide a rare insight on immigration news and politics from an experienced lawyer's perspective. Immigration Law Podcasts, a unique perspective on immigration law. Download them from iTunes or Google Play. For more information, visit attorneyonair.com or call 510-742-5887. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is created by this ad.
Are you looking for that dream house to make it into your cozy home? Or are you looking to buy or sell your house? For any of your real estate needs, please contact Amit Gambhir at 5102999361. जी हाँ, आपको लोन मॉडिफिकेशन और शॉर्ट सेल में भी मदद चाहिए तो आपको अपना आशियाना बनाना है. सिर्फ कॉल करना है अमित गंभीर को, जिनका फ़ोन नंबर है 5102999361, 5102999361. With his personal attention and dedication to his profession, Amit Gambhir can make your real estate process easy and personable.
Beerables Inc. is an e-solutions company that provides custom web design, web application development, and internet marketing services to individuals and businesses. They can build powerful e-commerce sites, mobile apps, develop content, and market you on social media. They can help manage your brand's reputation and provide rock-solid customer support. Call today at 1-800-651-6091 or email us at info@beerables.com for a free consultation today. Again, the number is 1-800-651-6091.
And now, from the San Francisco Bay Area studios, KLOK proudly presents to you the prominent attorney Shah Peerally for the Shah Peerally Law Show, coming at you with over 50,000 watts of power. The Shah Peerally Law Show, where all your views matter.
Hello everybody. Assalamu alaikum, Sastika, namaskar to all the listeners. Welcome to the Shah Peerally Law Show. Today we are live. It's March 9th, 2017, and we have a lot of things to discuss, of course, as usual, and now more than ever. And today I have on the board with me Nate. Thank you, Nate, for being here. And thank you for always being helpful to us. Nate has been there for years now, just like us, and I really appreciate his help. So before I start, anything I'm going to tell you today is my opinion. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. you should contact an attorney if you have any questions. The number to our office is 510-742-5887, 510-742-5887. Now, of course, we're going to start with some news, but later on, in few minutes, you should be able to call live to the studio, 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. I'll try my best to answer you the questions. And if you have if you want any private consultation, please call us at the office, 510-742-5887. And also, if you're calling, please don't mention your full name because it kind of affects the confidentiality. So just call and then ask your question, and I'll give you a general answer. So now, to start, of course, sad and possibly bad news coming up for the H4 EAD. One of the things that we are hearing is that there might be a hold on the new H4 EAD card because of the situation with Safe Job USA. We mentioned that before last week, and now it's becoming more and more real. So we are waiting also to know. At this point in time, as far as we know, people can still file it, but ultimately it's just how do you call it, a first taste of what might be coming on the H4 EAD. Down the road now, we will see how the Trump administration will deal with the H4. But luckily, there's a group that filed a lawsuit to basically block Safe Job USA from taking away the H4 EAD. But at this point in time, we need more information to kind of talk about this. A lot of things happening. H1B premium is going to be, as we put it, H1B premium is gone as from March, as from April, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And also for those who need really the premium, it might be a big issue, especially if they have to shift the job and they want to make sure that the case is approved. But in the meantime, if you have to shift the job, as you know, under AC-21, you are eligible to start working as soon as you file the transfer. The problem is that if you don't have a transfer and you're out of status and you're out of the 60-day grace period, how do you deal with that? That's another issue we might be able to discuss about. But in the meantime, if you want to call, you have any questions, to the studio today, 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. We have some callers. Let me take the caller's name and then I'll continue. This is Shah Peerally. You are live in air.
Hi, Shah. This is Pujita from Fremont.
Hi, Pushpa. How are you?
Regarding H4 EAD. Right now I'm on H1 and I'll be completing my first H1 term by this October. I'm wondering, if I have to apply for a new extension for H1, or should I go on H4 EAD with my husband? What do you suggest?
So your question is, should you apply for your own H1 or move the H4 EAD?
Correct.
Well, you don't have an H1, right? It's the first time you're going to apply for the H1, right?
No, I'm already done with I'll be done with my H1 this October. My first term of H1. So I had to apply for my extension of H1. So
okay, how many years of H1 have you used?
I have 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you can move to H4 EAD at this point if you want, but again, right now H4 EAD is kind of tricky. But you can always move back to H1 if they take away the H4 EAD. So it all depends on your case. It's very hard to tell if it is a good idea to move an H4 EAD. It has a lot of advantage but disadvantage also. So at this point right now, I'm telling people to hold on. But at the same time, we don't know how they're going to treat it. The H4 EAD might not be there in a couple of months. We don't know. So for those who already have it, they might be able to enjoy it until it's finished. So it might be a good idea to take it now, and then later once the H4 EAD is gone, you can always move back to H1. So it's a case-by-case basis depending on your situation if you should move or not move to H4 EAD. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi. I have a question for
Hi.
Shah.
Yeah, this is Shah.
Hi. I have a question related to H1 RAC. So I got
Yes.
RAC actually, and I am an I-94 status, and then I'm moving the project, and this current project is ending kind of March, and then I'm moving into new location, new project altogether. So my question here is to support this RFE. So they're basically asking employer, side details and everything. So to support this, do we need to file LCA and amendments parallelly?
Okay. I'm a little bit confused about your question. If you're moving location, no matter what, even you have a pending RFE, you have to still file an amendment. Now, LCA is it's different. They put in there that if you're in the same MSA, you don't have to file an amendment. The problem is that they don't really define what they're talking about here. If you're shifting client, for example, you might want to file an amendment. It's better for your case. So you have to first file the LCA, then you can file the amendment, because the amendment is like doing another H1 application. So your question is whether you should just file LCA or file an amendment. That's your question. I'm a little bit confused.
So, for my current project is ending, right? But I'm not shifting the employer. I'm shifting the project. So for the new project, do you think that, because the current project is ending on March, so do you think I should file the LCA or amendment, whatever, and did you reply back to the RSC saying that, I am going to assign for the new project, new location from April onwards? That's my question.
Yeah, it's very hard to tell about the RFE, but I can tell you have to file the amendment because you're moving project. So that's for sure. The RFE, unless I see it, I don't know if you answer it this way, if your RFE will be approved, because I don't know about the case completely. But the best is to just give me a call at the office. We can do a consultation, and then I can look at the RFE and tell you if you should answer it like that, because just answer it like that is not going to get you away from this. It might cut off your H1B, and you will have an issue on the amendment too. So you have to be very careful on that. Okay? So I have to look at the RFE. There's no way I can tell you the answer just like that. Okay, but the amendment part I can tell you right now. Yes, you have to file it. Okay?
Okay. I have another question.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I have too many callers right now. I cannot take two questions, but sorry for that. Just give me a call at the office and we'll do a consultation. 510-742-5887. Let me take another call on it. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hey, Sean.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes.
I have a couple of questions on.
Yeah. Go ahead. If I'm taking one question today because we have lines full today. So go ahead. Tell me what can I do for you.
So what is the implication of DUI on my H1 or the I-140 or green card process?
Okay. On the H1, there's a big chance if you have a DUI that the State Department will revoke your stamp on your passport. That means as long as you're inside the United States, you're okay. But once you travel, you have to go for a new stamping and let them reassess your case, because that's a State Department rule. As for the I-140, it doesn't affect the I-140, but the I-45, they will probably call you for an interview, and since DUI is not a deportable offense under the Leocal case, United States versus Leocal, there's a chance you'll be fine to get the green card. But the H-1B is a different issue. You might not get the stamp to come back. So I will recommend you don't travel, and before you travel, you need to talk to a lawyer. That's all I can tell you right now at this point, unless I look at exactly what is the outcome of your case. Okay? Okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here.
Hello, sir. My name is Aarti. I have
Hi,
a
Aarti.
question about my mom's extension. My mom is on visitor visa right now, and I would like to get a extension for her. And I just want to know if there would be any problem because of that Trump's presidential, and is there a valid reason that you can give? What would be a good reason to give?
I cannot answer that.
Okay.
because that I cannot tell you what to answer. You have to tell the truth. That's the only thing I can tell you. But as
Okay.
for your mom's filing for an extension, yes, it is
Uh-huh.
possible to file it. The risk is that if it gets denied, and
Uh-huh.
let's say your mom has right now an I-94 going till to March, right, end of March, for example, and then you
Uh-huh.
file an extension now, you don't get an answer until let's say June, right? And then
Okay.
in June they approve it, you're fine. But if it gets denied, then the risk is that they take away that multiple entry visa on her passport. That's the risk. As
Uh-huh.
for right now, if it is how they are treating them, I don't have an answer on that because they have
Uh-huh.
not really kind of affected cases from India when it comes to visitor visa. But definitely things are a little bit more difficult now. As for the reason, just tell the truth. If she wants to stay with you, if she wants to travel more, it can be anything as long as it's genuine. Okay, make sure that you stick to that.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Good luck to you. Let me take another call on it. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on here.
Yeah, hi. Hi, Shah.
Hi, how are you? How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. I have a quick question on L1B visa status.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. My L1B visa expires next month, but I have my I-94 valid for next 2 years. So my question here is, are we allowed to stay and work during that I-94 period, or is there any issues going forward? Means green card, or if you go for another stampings in future, like staying on I-94 for the longer time.
Okay, let me get it right. You have an I-94 797 going up for 2 more years, right? And the
Yeah.
stamp of your passport is the one that expired, right?
Correct.
Okay, and how many years did you use your L1?
3 years.
Okay. No, when you are inside the United States, is the I-94 that control. The stamp has nothing to do. You might have no stamp at all, doesn't matter. But if you want to travel, then you need to get a new stamping. So at this point in time, you are controlled only by the I-94. I-94, so which means that basically for 2 years you're safe. But if you travel, you need to get a new stamping. That's all. If you don't travel, you're fine. You can continue staying on that I-94.
Okay, it will not create any problems in the future, right? For the green card or new H1 stampings.
Well, it cannot create problem because that's the normal way it works. So it doesn't matter. You're fine. Okay?
Okay, sure.
Good
Thanks,
luck
Shah.
to you. You're welcome. So let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi, I have a question.
Hi.
Like my H4 is expiring on October, and my employer is ready to file my H1. And also, I see like Trump government is getting rid of H1 premium processing.
Yes.
So, is it like okay to go with H1, or can I process H1 and H4 EAD renewal similar time? Is it okay to do that as well?
Yes. The only problem is that if the H1 is approved and you reach October 1st, because you don't have an H1B before, right? You're going to the new quota, right? New lottery, right?
New H1.
Yeah. So that means your H1, if it gets approved, it will automatically cut off the H4, which means ultimately the EAD is gone too. So yeah, you can process both. I would recommend applying, because you cannot apply the renewal of the EAD unless it's 120 days before it expires. So you can apply technically right now. So you need to wait, and by that time you might already know what's happening. Okay, just to let people know, this is important. The premium processing for H1B is gone. It doesn't really make a big difference except the fact that you will know earlier about your H1B. But since H1B kicks in on October 1st, that means it doesn't matter really how much time they're taking to approve it. So people should not panic just because of that premium. For those who are doing transfer, it becomes an issue. But otherwise, it's not a big issue for new H1B. So what you'll do, you file your H1, and then you, in 120 days, you still go ahead, file your H4 EAD. And then if you don't want the H1 to kick in on October, you can request your employer to put what we call a counselor processing. And if you're a bit confused about it, just give us a call at the office. We can talk about it in a consultation. Okay?
Yes, that would be helpful. I'll take your number offline. Like, could you please repeat?
I'll just give it to you right now. 510 742 5887. 510 742 5887. Good luck to you.
Okay.
Let me take another caller. Okay, you're welcome. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi, I have a question.
Yes.
I will be completing the H1B 6 years on this month. So what is the option available for new H1B for the coming season?
Well, if you're completing your 6 years, then you need to either have an I-140 approved or a pending labor of 365 days to get an extension. Otherwise, you have to either shift to another visa or go back to your home country, which is show me India, and then wait 1 year and then file again and come back so that you get the new and then you have to go to the lottery, etc. So the options are not that many, but some people, they will move to H4, they can maybe move to student visa, etc. But the best option is to have an I-140 approved and file for an extension.
If I move to any H4, can PARM be filed for that?
Oh yeah, definitely. H4 is a dual intent visa. So what I tell people to do is to go on H4 and file their PERM and their I-140. I've done many cases where people are on H4 and they still file for their PERM and EAD. I mean, not EAD, and their I-140. So yes, that's a better option. Just make sure you move to H4 before you complete all the time on the H1. That means at least keep some weeks on it so that you can attach an extension to it. And it has to be done kind of in timely basis. I mean, in a timely manner, fashion, so that it happens with a good timing, so that it happens that you get your 3 years extension once your I-140 is approved. And your lawyer should be able to do that. Otherwise, you can give us a call and we can help you. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Good luck to you. 510-742-5887 is the number to our office, and the number to the studio today 408-912-5565. And Nate is telling me the lines are still full, so let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in air.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. You're live in air.
Yeah, thank you. So my question is regarding people who are looking to transfer their employer, transfer the H1 to a different employer, and now that the premium is gone. So what is the cover for people like me? Meaning,
well, the best chance is to make sure that you got a good employer and you're transferring. If you're transferring on time within the grace period, or before the H1B is withdrawn by the company, let's call it company A and you're moving to B, before company A withdraw your H1B, or before the 60 days grace period after you got terminated, you transfer, make sure that you're transferring to a good company, because as soon as you file the transfer, you can start working under AC21. So you don't have to worry about the approval. But the risk is, if the case gets denied, definitely then it becomes an issue. But at the end of the day, you don't have to, you can start working pretty much on the day you file. So this is your option, and you don't have the option of knowing if you will be approved or not until like 6 months maybe down the road. So, but the options of transferring is still there, except the premium is gone.
Right. So at the end of like whatever the 6 months, 8 months, if it gets denied, what is the option left for me? Just to leave the country, that's the only thing?
Yeah, leave the country, find another company, and then transfer. If this happens, then you need to assess your case and find out why it was denied. And if you're still cap exempt, you can always not transfer, but refile with a new company, and then you will have to do consular processing and come back. But,
okay. So when you file the transfer, like you said, you can start working as soon as you file it. But then in the meantime, before it gets approved, if there is an RFE, can you still continue working, or
yes.
What's the law? Okay.
Yeah, the only time you have to stop working is when you reach 240 days of pending H1B. After that, you have to stop working because you can only work for 240 days from the date of the filing. Okay. Let me take another caller.
So the USCIS will make sure to
I,
reply
I have a lot of people waiting, so I can answer only a few questions. It won't be fair to the others. So let me take another caller. But thank you. Give me a call at the office. We can talk more. 510-742-5887. Let me take another caller. Nate. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi, Shah. This is Krishna. Good morning.
Hi, Krishna. Good morning.
I have a question on I-94. Actually, my I-94 was given up to December 2016 because my old passport was expired on December 16. So I got a new passport. So to renew my I-94, what I need to do? So because it was expired currently. But I have a visa until October 2017.
Okay, hold on a second. Your visa on your passport is October 17, but the I-94 they gave you was only that date, right?
Because the passport expired.
Yeah, but why did you not extend the I-94 before it expired in December?
I missed it basically.
Okay. Well, you're kind of stuck now, but you have some options, but you need to do it fast. If you still have stamp on your passport, you can just leave the country and come back. You can go to Mexico or something, come back in the afternoon. They will reset your I-94, give you more time if you have 797. But that's also risky now. But the second option, before you even go there, call the CBP office. Where are you located?
I'm in California, Sunnyvale.
California, which Sunnyvale, right?
Sunnyvale.
So
yeah.
So you should go to the San Jose CBP. I think it's at the airport. Ask them if they will agree to extend that I-94 based on your new passport. They might do it there. So if not, then you will have to leave the country because it's too late to find an extension technically. But you need to get that done ASAP, and then if there's any problem, give me a call at the office. I'll guide you next what needs to be done. Okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Good luck to you. 510-742-5887. I know the lines are full again, Nate, so I'll take some more callers. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Hey, Shah. Yeah, I have one question. So, my employer, has, I'll be filing for my green card, and I have requested for EB1 category as I fulfill some of those 3 criteria out of 10. But they're saying that those criteria, even if you are fulfilling those criteria, your case might be weak and it might get rejected. So I wanted to know, let's say if I apply for EB1 and if it gets rejected, then if I want to switch to EB2, then I have to do all the process again, or it can be switch or transfer some from that point, so that I don't have to go through all the process and waste one whole year.
Okay. No, you still have to start over. Because this is the thing, I don't know which EB1 you're filing. Is it EB1A you're talking about here, or EB1B?
No, EB1A.
That one has this one has nothing to do with the EB2. In fact, you can have both together going at the same time. So no, you cannot carry anything from the EB1 to the EB2. It's very independent. It doesn't work the same way. So it's not like, after 1 year you got the 1 year, because EB1 doesn't even carry a labor certification. So the best, if you're not sure, is to file both and start on both at the same time. I know it's a little bit costly, but at the end of the day, file the EB1A premium and see what happens. And as soon as you get an answer, if it doesn't work out, then you can actually move to EB2. Okay? Okay. But sometimes lawyers, you got to get a good lawyer who does it. By the way, we just won a couple of EB1A yesterday and last week. So you need to have a lawyer who's very strong in those EB1A, because those cases requires a lot of good legal writing. And sometimes people even us, sometimes we lose, because it's not always we win. But now more and more when you look at it, it follows a trend. And if you meet those requirements,
sometimes people think they don't meet it, they do meet it. Some people think they do meet it and they don't. So it's good to have a good lawyer who's experienced, because not every immigration lawyer is experienced with this. So try to talk to the lawyer and find out exactly why he's saying that, and otherwise ask them if you can get another lawyer to help you, and a lawyer who's very experienced with it. Okay?
Okay, so I can like do both the process parallelly. Like let's say if I want, like let's say if I go with my current lawyer for EB2, and then if I want to go with you for EB1, then it is still possible.
EB1 belongs to you. EB1A belongs to you, not to the employer. So you don't even need an employer for that. Okay?
Okay.
Give us a call if you need help. 510-742-5887. Just check our website, attorneyonair.com. Attorneyonair.com. Okay? Good luck to you.
Thanks. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air. Hello.
I'm sorry, I was in the mute. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir. Go ahead.
I'd like to apply the H4 EAD for my spouse. And I have approved I-140. And recently there was some news saying that, Trump administration is going to, stop giving the EAD for H4. I would like to know your thoughts on it. Shall I apply now?
Well, that's what I'm telling everybody. Apply now, because they have not said anything on the one that they are already issuing, and they have not blocked it completely right now. So for those who want to get it, it's the time to file it. But that doesn't guarantee that in the middle of it they won't stop it. But at this point in time, they have not stopped it. So if you get a chance to file it now. And if you get it, I'm pretty sure they won't be able to take. They're not taking the old ones; they're taking new ones. So taking away the new ones. So if you get a chance to be in there before they close it, they might not be able to close it, but if in case they close it, at least you have it in hand. Okay?
Okay, thanks a lot, yeah.
Good luck to you. Let me take another caller, Nate. I think the line's still full. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hello, hi, Shah.
Hi, how are you, sir? You're live on air.
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. What can I do for you, sir?
I have one question on H4 EAD. My wife had got the H4 EAD, but because of some reasons, she didn't do any job, but it got expired. Now, last week I prepared the documentation for applying another one, because I have 140, but after listening this news, I'm in dilemma, whether to go and apply or wait for some time.
No, on the contrary, you should apply now, because what the worst you're going to do is to lose the money. But the best is that if later on they cancel it, those who have already applied, the rule might not apply to them, because they usually don't backdate rules, right? So it is a good timing to file it, because they have not made clear right now. Only thing we know what's happening is there's a lawsuit by Safe Job USA, and based on that lawsuit, they're asking 60 days of blocking the H4 EAD until they make a decision. So it's only 60 days, right? And then the government was supposed to fight them, but they didn't. But another group fought them. So we don't have an order from the court to stop it yet, as far as I know, unless something is coming out while I'm speaking to you. But it's a good time it's not a good time, but it might be the last chance to file. So go ahead, file it. Worst case scenario, if it doesn't go through, you lose the money. But best case scenario, you get your EAD for another couple of years.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, yeah.
Good luck to you. That's for general for everybody too, by the way. I know the lines are full. I bear with me, please. And I know I'm cutting off some people, unfortunately, because a lot of people are calling, and they call my office and they get upset because I am not able to take their call on the radio, and I apologize for that. So what's happening right now is it's not finalized that the EAD is gone for H4, I mean. So if you file now, it might be a last chance to get in. And if you get in, they have not said anything about those who already have it, if they'll take it away. So if you get it, and you're last probably of the H4 EAD, you're lucky because you got it for a few years, and then after that we'll see. But that doesn't guarantee you will get it, or that doesn't guarantee either that it will stay all that time that is written on it. So the entire question is it a time to file or not? I recommend yes, unless we get an order that they will stop it. So you should go ahead and file, because maybe next month they won't allow you to file. So That's my take on it, my opinion, but I might be wrong. But I'm hoping that people take advantage if they can. Let me take another call on it. This is Shah Peerally, you're live on air.
Hi, Mr. Shah. This is Anita. I
Hi.
spoke to you last week regarding the H4 EAD, the 180-day extension period. So you said you're going to do the research and let me know. So I just wanted to check, like, is it an automatic 180-day extension or how is it?
No, there's something that they are giving now, stating that you get an extension if you file it on time, right? For the H4 EAD, right? So, yeah, this is new. They started that. They're giving another receipt saying that if it is pending for the EAD for the first 180 days, you can continue working. And yeah, that's the case. But unfortunately, with the H1B season, I didn't have that much time to do all the perfect research. But I've seen it in a couple of cases now that they are doing that. But I apologize for that. It's been really a hectic week, and it's going on and on. Not only the H1B people panicking and calling. So bear with me a little bit. Hopefully, I'll confirm that soon. I'll probably post it on my website as soon as I get more information. But as far as I know, yes, it is extended. Okay.
Okay, and also one more thing, like, what is the H4 EAD status right now? Like, they say they're going to revoke it, like, and immigration.
That's what I was talking about earlier. We don't know, because I don't even know how they're going to. Because the problem that I see here is the government is supposed to fight this for us, and the government is not on our side. So having a third party fighting it might not make the case that easy, because it's more like what we call an amicus brief, where basically you're just giving your opinion and you're not really. But we have to see. I didn't read the entire case. All I know is that Safe Job USA asked for 60 days to block it, and at the end, we don't know yet. I'm as confused as everybody else, because they are trying to cut it. Trump has not said himself he'll cut it off, but he's not defending it either. At the same time, the Attorney General Jeff Sessions, he's very against H4 EAD. So we are fighting against the current right now. But let's see what happens next. We have to wait and see. By next week.
So how long will it take? Like maybe another 6 months? No progress, right? Like at least.
I don't know. That's a problem. It all depends how. If it is stopped by a judge, then it's stopped. But if it is stopped by the Trump administration, then it's a different story. So we need to really kind of watch and see, because they are saying a lot of things, but they are not really giving an explanation. The explanation is simple. This is a fight where a group of people are contesting the H4 EAD, and the fight has been won before, but they went back and appealed. In the meantime, the government changed, and the government is the one who was fighting. When the Obama administration was there, they were fighting for the H4 people. Now the government has changed. They're just letting it go. They're not fighting. They're just sitting like that. So if you don't fight back, then the other side will win. So that's why this group got involved and wanted to, I think, Immigration Voice. And let's hope they are able to do something and get it moving. But I don't know. I have not seen their brief. But the judge might not even consider it, because they are not the defendant really in this. Okay?
Okay. Hopefully we'll stay like that. Otherwise, go back to square one.
Yeah. I know. We suffered so much to get that pass. I know when I was talking about it, people were thinking we were crazy to try it, but it did happen. Now we are getting. It's like the world is turning the other way around now. So let's see how things are going. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck.
Bye.
Okay. Bye. So let me take another caller. But before I take other caller, Nate, I know I'm getting so many calls. So I have to bear with me. Let me talk a little bit about some other topics, of course, concerning the law firm. We also deal with a lot of debt settlement. And right now, with the way the economy is going, some people are kind of getting worried, especially in California. With the house market, some people are fearful. They're leaving and things like that. And of course, they have debts on their head, and they want their name to be cleared before they leave. So in such cases, I recommend that you don't just keep the debts on your head because it will pile up. And if you are not wanting to file bankruptcy, then you can look into a debt settlement. What we do in debt settlement, we pretty much negotiate those debts and put it down. And a lot of people are calling us because they're actually leaving the country. They don't want to put up with all this this nonsense. But so they want to get rid of their house, or their houses have second mortgage. They want to clear, or they have a lot of credit cards. So we can help them. We can help you clear. For example, your $100,000, maybe we can clear it for only $20,000, and they forgive you the rest. This is just an example, and you can check more of those examples on this specific blog, yourdebtsettlementattorney.com, yourdebtsettlementattorney.com, and call us if you want to know more. 510-742-5887. Now, let me go back to that, Nate. I think we have a few more callers, and we take a few more callers, and then Amit will take over. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on here.
Hi, Shah. Thanks for answering my call.
You're welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
I used to work for a company X as a software engineer in India, and then I resigned company X and joined company Y as a software engineer back at India, and then company Y transferred me to USA. Once I'm in USA, I again joined back the same company X and the same team in USA on H-1B visa. After a few years, they promoted me to managerial role. So now they are even initiating my green card process. I just want to know, am I eligible for EB1? So I resigned company X in India and I joined back up the same company within 2.5 years. So am I eligible for EB1 in this case?
You might, but it's very difficult to tell. I have to kind of do a full analysis on that, because those EB1C are not easy if there are any mistakes. But you might, if you work for company, that same company branch or affiliate or subsidiary in India in the past 3 years for 1 year, and now you're joining here in a managerial capacity for their branch here, you might be eligible for that, provided you meet all the other requirements of the EB1C. So it's very hard. EB1C is an analysis, and I cannot really tell you in few minutes, but it seems yes, you do. But the company also have to meet the other requirements. For example, the qualifying relationship, if you were really an executive or a manager in a managerial capacity, how many people were you managing? Did you have the power to hire and fire? So I need to check all this before I give you a sure answer. But you might be qualified, but I have to analyze it. Okay?
Okay. One last question. So I have all those executive powers, but the only one doubt I had is I haven't been a manager back at India. Is it necessary to be a manager even in India?
Of course, because if you are not in a managerial capacity, not a manager or an executive capacity, you don't get EB1C, because EB1C is only offered for executive and managers and highline managers, not regular managers. So, but then again, sometimes people don't know.
I am a manager in US, but not at India.
Yeah, but then it doesn't work.
Okay.
Because you have to be transferred as a manager from there to here. So being a manager here might get you an L1A, but the EB1C might be difficult. But it might be possible. I have to look at the case and tell you. Give us a call. We can do a consultation. 510-742-5887, and we might be able to look at it more closely. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Good luck to you. Let me take another caller, Nate. This is Shah Peerally live on air. I'll take one last caller, and then we're going to move to Amit. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I have a question. My wife's job is going to the laid off next week, so maybe she will get 60 days of grace period. So will there be additional grace period after that?
No.
No.
It's only one grace period, and then next time when you go to another company, you get your H-1B and you get laid off again, or hopefully not, but if it does, then you get another 60-day grace period. But it doesn't continue one grace period after the other.
Okay. And if I have to transfer her to H4, is it a good thing to do both the H4 as well as EAD, both at the same time?
Yes. Yeah, I would recommend doing both, and if you need help, just give us a call on those. I would recommend filing both H4 and H4 EAD for her right away.
Because
Before next week, actually, it's better.
Yeah, some government is trying to pull down that rule for the H4 EAD.
Yeah, I know, but they have not really pulled it out. So she can always go back to H1, but right now she needs to just go ahead and file both. And again, like I said, there's no real guarantee it will work, but it's a good idea. At least it will protect her. The EAD might be gone, but the H4 is still there, so she can always move back to H1 when it's needed. Okay? Okay. Okay, good luck to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I won't be taking more callers now. We got a lot of callers. I don't know, Nate, how many came in, and I know some people are waiting. Unfortunately, we cannot take everybody. And I know also we have reduced basically the time for people. And I'll let hello, Amit, are you there?
Hey, Shah, yes, I'm here.